Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another Marvel Champions playthrough. We're going to be doing the weekly one-shot week 2, which is going to be, is it 2 for 1? I have it up. It is called, Wars can't read. Yeah, 2 for 1. So the main premise of this one is that we have to use Fastball Special to defeat both a minion and the villain at the same time with the damage dealt by Fastball Special. So let's take a look at Fastball Special real quick, which it's in here somewhere. There it is. So this is the card that the whole deck is centered around. It's a team-up card between Colossus and Wolverine. It's an attack. Deal X damage to an enemy where X is the total attack of Colossus and Wolverine. This attack gains overkill and piercing. Now, there are 3 potential approaches to this. Approach number 1, which I think is the easiest, which is what we're doing today, is we use Wolverine, and we have the Colossus ally in the deck. And the reason I think it's the easiest is because you can use any aspect, because Colossus is gray. And Wolverine's just very strong with attacking, and he has a lot of piercing and all this other stuff, so you can kind of set yourself up to really utilize that. I tried aggression, and you can get Logan's attack very high, and then that way the threshold for the overkill, you just have more room to work with. But I personally, I think aggression is my least favorite aspect, and I don't know how to do it when I'm not rushing. I just don't. Unless a character can really deal with threat, and this particular setup I have has a lot of threat, so I foregone that. The second option is to use Colossus and the Wolverine ally to set that up, but that would require using aggression because Wolverine is aggression, so you have to use aggression for that ally, which could be a fun setup and would be maybe worth a try. The third option, which I very much contemplated, and I still may do at some point, is using a different hero entirely and using both the allies. Now that makes it harder because you have to have 3 cards for this setup, 2 of which would be 4-cost cards, being Wolverine and Colossus, and if you're not using an X-Men, you have to pay that extra cost, where if you're using an X-Men or with Colossus, you can reduce that cost by 1. So we're going to be going with Logan. I'm using Justice, so down in the description is going to be the deck I have for this. And we're going to be going against Unus. The main reason for Unus is because his one of his modular sets that's required has a bunch of minions, so he's minion heavy, which we need for this to work. And I swapped out, I tried using Dystopia Nightmare, so that's what the parentheses modular set is, but there's no minions in it, and it just was like hard. Like I'd have Colossus and I have Fastball Special, but there was no minion, and I'm just like waiting until one comes out, and then it just ends up being a pain. So I swapped out Hydra Patrol. It's my go-to for making things easier, but there's a ton of low-level, like low-attack minions. So it should make things easier to bring out, to actually set the Fastball Special up and do the damage to both the minion and Unus. Because we can clear Unus fairly easy. It's just a matter of like having the right things at the right time. So hunting for gene traders, reveal a gene pool side scheme, and then that's all we're doing because we're not playing expert. Hunting gene traders. It says after resolving step 1 of the villain phase, place 1 threat on gene pool, and if this ever completes, the players lose. We've got gene pool here. So gene pool. After an ally is defeated by anything other than consequential damage, place 3 threat here. And that's important because Unus and a lot of his minions will get bonuses based on that. So Unus is a 1-2. He comes in with tough. And then if there's at least, if the amount of threat on gene pool is at least 3, Unus gains retaliate 1, 6, Unus gains stalwart, 9, Unus gets a boost icon. So we want to keep that threat down as much as possible. Of course, the other reason I wanted Logan is because I want a little bit of redemption from the last time we played Logan. So he's a 6 recovery, 6 hand size, 10 health, stink, setup, search your deck and discard pile for Wolverine's Claws, upgrade and put it into play. And then we have Wolverine, he's 2/2/2, healing factor, response, after the player phase begins, heal 2 damage. So we've got that. Wolverine's Claws is a permanent upgrade. Exhaust Wolverine's Claws to choose an attack event in your hand and take damage equal to the printed cost. Play the event ignoring its resource cost. That attack gains piercing. So that'll just kind of eat through the tough status from Unus. So I don't really want, I want to get a lot of my setup. Okay, this is perfect. So I want Beat Cop. I want that. Actually, this hand is really nice. So we may just keep it. Yeah, I think we're just going to keep this. Okay, we're going to keep this. So first things first. Yeah, we're just going to keep. Okay, first things first, we're going to discard the Clear the Area and the Power of Justice for Beat Cop. So beat cop, exhaust beat cop, move 1 threat from a scheme to here, and then as another action, you can exhaust beat cop and discard it to deal 1 damage for each threat here. So we're going to do that. We're going to flip. We're going to discard Strength for Marrow. So Marrow can only be played if you have an X-Men or X-Force trait, and then after Marrow enters play, deal 2 damage to an enemy. So 2 damage gets dealt there. Clearing that. We're going to use Wolverine to clear that threat, and then we're going to have Marrow attack Unus. Takes 1 consequential, and then he goes down to 2, or goes down by 2. And then he doesn't have Retaliate, so she wouldn't be defeated, so we wouldn't have to put anything on Gene Pool. Let's keep Power of Justice and draw up. Oh, perfect. And then we get Under Surveillance. And there's Fastball Special, so we may want to keep it. We'll kind of see. Let's add threat. He attacks for 2. We're going to take the hit, so it's going to be 2, 3 damage. We have an encounter card here, so let's flip it. It's going to be Infinite Soldier. So they come in with guard. If there's at least any amount of threat on the gene pool, either the minion gets quick strike or gains surge, and then he gets 3 hit points. There's not enough, so we won't have to resolve any of those effects, which is good for me. Okay. So we're going to discard the Power of Justice for Under Surveillance. We all know and love this. Increase the target value of an attached scheme by 4 and attach to the main scheme. So that, we just got a big buffer there. Let's go ahead and have... Oh, Track by Scent would be nice to get the 2-card draw, but I don't want to get rid of Fastball Special. Or maybe we do, and it's going to take a while anyway, so we might as well. So let's discard these 2 for Track by Scent. Remove 3 threat from a scheme. If it removes the last threat from that scheme, draw 2 cards. So that gets removed. We're going to draw 2 cards. We're going to exhaust this to take that. We're going to discard Slice and Dice for Endurance, so it's going to get us plus 3 hit points. Oh, and I didn't heal back up from my other turn, so we went to 9, now to 12. So our total hit point value is 13. And then we'll just have Wolverine and Marrow take that out, and Marrow is defeated for consequential. Then we're going to end the go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's Colossus. Okay, that's okay. We're going to probably come back on round, like the second deck through, and try to get some stuff set up. So I'll probably get Beat Cop set up and let that go. So, all right. We're going to add threat to both schemes. He's going to attack for 2. We're going to take the hit, so it's going to be, oops, it's going to be 2. After this activation resolves, place 1 pursuit counter on Pursued by the Past. So we're going to take 2 damage. Then we have an encounter card, which is going to be Endless Ranks. 4 threat. When defeated, place 3 threat on Gene Pool. It's going to create a boost icon for us. Okay. So we are going to discard Colossus, Stealth Strike, and Berserk Barrage for another Beat Cop. I'm going to have the Beat Cops take that. We're going to have him get the rest of this off, which is going to increase this to up by 3. Actually, hold on. Let's wait to do that. We're going to exhaust the claws. And oh, I got to get my 2 health back. We're going to exhaust the claws and take 3 damage to do 8 damage to him. And then we're going to thwart the 2 off of here, adding that to there. I did that so that he doesn't retaliate me. He's at 4 health. I don't know, I sent him to 8. He's at 4 health. There we go. And then we're actually going to flip down. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And like I said, we'll swing back around for that other stuff. Plus, this will actually throw Colossus back in the deck, so that's also possible. Oh, and there's X-Gene, so we can actually bring X-Gene out because we're in Alter Ego. Okay, threat. He schemes for 1, 2, 3. Encounter card, Sinister Strike. Place 1 threat, pursuit. Place 1 pursuit counter on Pursued by the Past, and if it has any counters on it, this card gains Surge. Prelate Sidearm attached to Unus. After Unus attacks and defeats an ally, place 1 threat on Gene Pool. And then it says Hero Response. After you make a basic attack against Unus, spend a yellow and a red resource to discard this card. So he's going to come in with that. Okay. So we're going to do some beat copping. We're going to take that. We are going to discard Stealth Strike for X Gene. So only play if you have the mutant trait, and then exhaust X Gene to play a mutant-specific event. Or not mutant-specific event, identity-specific event. We're going to bring that in. X-Men Instruction, let's go ahead and do up to 2 X-Men allies. Marrow is an X-Force ally. Or do we want to wait? Actually, yeah, let's not do that. We're going to flip. We're going to exhaust X Gene for regenerating a healing. It says heal 4 damage from your identity. So we're going to heal 4. And then I don't have the resources for it. Let's remove 2 threat from here. I guess I could have done this, throw Colossus back in the deck. It's fine. Let's end our turn. I miscalculated that. We're going to discard those 2 and draw up. Okay. Threat, he hits for 3. We're going to take the hit, so it's going to be 3 damage. Place 2 threat on Gene Pool. So it's 3 damage. Encounter card. Infinite Soldier, he has Quick Strike, so we're going to take 2 damage because of the threat on Gene Pool. Alright, Argo, we're going to bring up our health. Okay, I like Beak right now. Let's go ahead and do this to take this away. Let's discard Jubilee for clear the area. So we're going to move 2 threat from a scheme. We get to draw a card. We'll discard energy for Beak. After you play Beak from your hand, remove 1 threat for each X-Men ally you control. So we're going to move a threat. Actually, let me switch that around. We're going to use Genius instead. I'm going to have Wolverine attack Unus and discard these 2 to make him discard this, because it's a fist and a yellow, so I've got that gone, so that's just done. And then he takes 2 damage. Oh, I can't do that because of... Never mind. I'll hold on to these, but I can't do that because of the guard. Shoot. Well, we're just going to attack and get rid of him. Okay, and we're just going to wait this out. So I'm going to discard that and we'll draw up. Oh, there's Adamantium Claws. Nice. Okay. Or Adamantium Skeleton. Okay, we're going to add threat to the main scheme. We're going to add threat to here. He attacks for 3. We're going to take the hit, so 3. Place 2 threat on Gene Pool. Ugh. Encounter card. Genetic Experiments. Attach an infinite minion, otherwise this gains Surge, so it's going to gain Surge. Hydra. Ugh. Soldier. Okay. So, let's exhaust X-Gene and discard X-Jet for Track by Scent. So remove 3 threat from a scheme. If it's the last threat removed, draw 2 cards. We're going to discard energy for Adamantium Skeleton. It's going to give us +1 attack and 4 hit points, and our attacks gain Piercing, which of course is always good. Oh, and I got the heal 2 from my deal, so now we're at 13 health with a maximum of 17. Let's exhaust both of these for the beat cops for that. So this goes down to 4. He swings for 3. Beak swings for 1. He's gone. We get an encounter card. Beak is defeated. We're going to discard I've Got Better to do clear the area to remove that 2. And then we're actually going to move. We're going to flip down. I'm going to discard Professor X. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or actually, let's keep Professor X, and we'll not draw down. Okay. Threat. He schemes for 1, 2, 3. Encounter card. Hydra regular, Insight 1, so that gets added. Insight 1, okay. That's not that big a deal. I want this other beat cop. But I don't think we're going to be able to get it out. So let's beat cop that. Man, beat cop is so good. We're going to flip. Or hold on. Let's discard Berserk Frenzy for Logan's Cabin. So we'll move this like that. Logan's Cabin is an alter ego action. Exhaust Logan's Cabin to shuffle 1 Wolverine card from your discard pile back into your deck. And we're going to shuffle back in. Track by scent. And we only have 2 cards in our deck, so it doesn't really matter. We are going to bring that in. That was exhausting that. Now we're going to flip. We're going to exhaust X-Gene and discard Dazzler and Professor X for Slice and Dice. Make the following 2 attacks in any order, or in order, deal 3 damage to an enemy, then 3 damage to an enemy. So both of them are gone. And then I'm going to hit Unus for 3. We get the +1 from the Adamantium Skeleton. We're going to keep Beat Cop and draw up. There's 2 cards, encounter card. And while we're here, let's go ahead and just clear that for a 5 and clear that for a 5. Okay, let's finish our draw. Okay, so now we're gonna have to, when we get a Colossus and we get Fastball Special, it should be easier. We've like taken so many cards out of our deck, so that was kind of what I wanted to do on that first pass through. So all right, threat gets added. Threat gets added. He attacks for 3. We're going to take the hit, so 3. Choose to either place 2 threat on Gene Pool or activating gets 2 additional. We'll put his 2 threat on Gene Pool. He does 3 damage to us. We have an encounter card. So the first encounter card is attached to Unus. It's Prelate Armor. After Unus schemes, give him +1, or give him a tough status. And after you make a basic attack against Unus, spend a blue and red resource to discard this card. And then we have another encounter card, which is going to be Nowhere is Safe. Place a pursuit counter on Pursued by the Past. That if it has any counters on, discard an upgrade or support you control. We're going to discard Logan's Cabin. Alright. So, I'd like to get Beat Cop out. But for me to do that... Oh, this needs to come off. For me to do that, I'm going to have to forego doing track by scent. Actually, no, we won't be able to. Let's do this. Let's do Beat Cop. We'll take that and that. No, we're going to take one from here and leave that there. Yeah. I think that's right. Yeah. Let's discard. We'll exhaust X-Gene and Berserk Barrage for Track by Scent. Remove the 3 from here to draw 2. And then we'll discard these 3 for another Beat Cop. We'll bring Beat Cop in to take this. We will thwart 2 from here. No, I didn't heal. We're going to end our go. Discard that and draw up. Okay, there's Fastball Special. Okay, threat. Oops. Threat. He schemes for 2. Attach this to an infinite... Okay, there isn't one, but he schemes for 2, but because he schemes, he gets a tough, which we don't even care about because of our skeleton. Then we have infinite prelate. When revealed, Unus activates against you if there's at least X number... Yeah, okay, so it's not going to do anything. He's going to activate again. He's going to get scheme for 2. Place... If after his activation, place the pursuit... Okay. He schemes for 2. The pursuit counter is flip, and we get Omega Red. So Omega Red comes in. He's got Retaliate 1 and Steady. And then when Omega Red attacks you, deal 1 damage to each character you control. And then we have his scheme, the Carbonadium Synthesizer. while carbonadium synthesizer's in play, Omega Red cannot take damage, and he adds an acceleration icon. So we're going to have to deal with that. Lovely. Okay, that comes in with 5 threat, which shouldn't be hard for us to deal with. It's just Omega Red's going to be a pain. Okay, so we need to clear the threat first. So we're going to have to keep fastball special. I think the best way to deal with the threat is probably... We're definitely going to beat cop one of these. I mean, I can exhaust this beat cop and just take out Omega Red once we clear the threat. So that may be what we do. Let's flip. Let's exhaust X-Gene, and I got better. Oh, no, not yet. Hold on. I need to clear the threat from that. Okay, maybe we're not going to do that. We're going to thwart. We're going to do the 3 beat cops and thwart. Then we're going to X-Gene regenerative health to gain 4 health back. We're going to take 3 damage to do Slice and Dice to hit him twice. Each attack's going to retaliate us 2. So we're going to take 2 damage from that, but he takes 6 for Slice and Dice because 3 and 3. And then we're going to discard I've Got Better and Strength for Stealth Strike to deal 4 damage to him. He's defeated. The retaliate doesn't hit, but, and then with Stealth Strike we remove 2 threat from the scheme. So we're going to remove that threat. Then we're going to end our go. We're going to keep that. So now we need to start working towards the final push here. We need Colossus out, and we're going to... I basically have no worry about getting his health down, but I want to get rid of some of this junk on him. So let's add threat. Threat. He hits us for 3. We take the hit, so it's going to be 3, 4 damage. Encounter card. Infinite Soldier. He doesn't do anything, but he does have guard. That's totally fine. We're going to end the go. We're going to get that. We're going to beat cop the 2 off of here and 1 off of here. That's going to make us 10. Okay. So let's exhaust. Ugh. I don't really like this. There's too many of these. I guess we'll discard. This is a struggle because I need an identity specific event. It's fine. We're going to discard the Power of Justice and Genius for Stealth Strike. It's going to do 4 damage to him. He's defeated. Because we defeated an enemy, we can take 2 threat off the scheme. We're going to have Wolverine hit Unus for 3. Because of piercing, that knocks the tough. He's defeated. We're going to swap to Unus number 2. He comes in with tough again. And then it's the same stuff here, and he's a 2-2, and he's got 15 health. So we're going to reset him up to 15. And then he comes in with tough. I didn't heal I don't think I healed. Did I heal myself? I can't remember. But we are going to flip down. We're going to end the go. I'm going to keep energy and fastball special. Oh, and there's Colossus. Okay, so now we're primed for doing some stuff. So we have to just get Unus's health down, which shouldn't be a problem. Okay, threat. Threat. He schemes for 3. He'll get a tough, but he's already got 1. So 3, 4. Infinite Prelate, he activates against us, and then if he'll get a tough again, or he won't get anything. So that's going to be 3, 4. So how many threat is this? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, and we have a threshold of 15 because of under surveillance. That's totally fine. We can manage that. So that's totally fine. Okay. So first things first, let's go ahead and we'll beat cop 3 of this off. We're going to flip. We're going to do Energy, Jubilee, and Berserker Frenzy for Dazzler. He gets stunned. Or not stunned, confused. We're going to thwart 2 off of here. We're going to thwart 2 off of here again. Just give us a little bit of breathing room. We're going to hold on to these. We're going to end the go. Okay. Oh, beak should be nice too. Okay, threat will be added here. Threat will be added here. He attacks for 3. We're going to take the hit, so that's going to be 3 for 5 damage. Encounter card, Tentacle Strike. When revealed, you're stunned. If you take 1 damage, 4 damage instead if you're already stunned. So we're going to take a damage and be stunned. And then we're going to heal. It's up to 5. Okay. Let's beat Cop. 3 off of here. So boom, 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 which will make that a 10. All right. We're going to clear the area. Take that 2 off. Draw a card. We will exhaust this to heal. We'll attack with Wolverine to clear that. We'll thwart with her to clear that. And we're going to flip down and end the go. We're going to keep beak. We'll draw up there. Okay, perfect, perfect. Okay, I think we're poised to win this, to end this really quickly. We just need a minion to come out, and I think we're kind of set up. So he schemes, but he can't. We have an encounter card, which is going to be another one of these. So attached to your identity, this is the death factor. Force response after your turn ends, take 1 damage, and then it says, as alter ego action, when you make a basic recovery, discard this instead. So that's attached to our deal. It's our go. We're going to make a basic recovery to get rid of that. Now the beat cops seem ridiculous. So, oh yeah, we're exhausted. We're going to flip. We'll exhaust this and discard beak for track by scent. We'll remove 3 threat from here. It's going to let us draw 2. Oh, there's clear the area. We are going to discard clear the area X-Jet and Marrow for Colossus. So reduce the cost if your identity has a mutant or X-Men trait and he comes with tough. We'll might as well beat cop that off. That goes away too. And then we're going to take 3 damage for Lunging Strike. It's going to do 8 damage and has piercing, so that's gone. But he's down to 7. Oops. He's down to 7. We're going to have Dazzler hit for 2. There's no retaliate or anything, so she'll die from consequential. It doesn't add threat there. And then we're actually going to end the go. I'm going to keep fastball special. I'm going to draw up. Oops, wrong pile. Encounter card. Okay, so we just need a minion and we win. The challenge with this setup is that is getting the cards. Getting the cards out. Okay. Threat. He attacks for 3. We are going to block with Colossus, so he hits for 3. Colossus takes the hit. Oops. 3. Place a counter and pursued by the past, but the tough eats it. We have an encounter card and an encounter card. So encounter card number 1 is Infinite Hunter. 1 revealed, 3 damage. Deal 3 damage to an ally you control. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? Well, Colossus is gone. I just reshuffled my deck. Awful. Okay. Sinister Strike. Place 1 threat on pursued by the pass. Then if it has any counters on it, the villain attacks you. He hits us for 3. We're going to defend ourselves. So that does 3, 4, 5 damage. We're going to take 3 damage from that. I cannot believe that just happened. Are you kidding me right now? Okay, whatever. We'll adjust. We're going to heal. We'll adjust. It's fine. It's fine. We're going to beat cop this stuff off. So that comes here. That gets added here. That gets added here. I cannot believe that happened. We're going to do clear the area for this. We'll draw a card. That's so annoying. We're going to discard Lunging Strike and Strength for Stealth Strike. He's defeated. We're just going to flip down, I guess. We're going to keep Fastball Special 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we get the thing to shuffle this back in, it'll be fine. But man, that was annoying. Okay, that's totally fine. Threat. He schemes for 3, 4, 5. And gets a tough. And then I cannot believe that happened. That is so dumb. That is so dumb. And we've got so much on Beat Cop that if Omega Red comes back out, I just clear him. I just clear him with Beat Cop. It's not a problem. Encounter card. Hydra Soldier. That's fine. Okay. We're going to spend our turn healing. We're going to spend our basic action healing. Remove threat. 3 off of there. So that flips. That flips. That gets added. I'm going to trade these in for a 5. Okay. How do we want to process this? We're going to flip. We're going to exhaust X-Gene and discard Marrow for Track by Scent. It's going to clear this. I'm going to draw a card. Or 2 cards. We are going to then discard Beak, Genius, and Stealth Strike for Dazzler. It's going to put, it's going to make him confused. We're going to take 3 damage with Wolverine's Claws. Or 2 damage, I'm sorry, for Berserker Barrage. Deal 4 damage to him. We get an encounter card. And then we're going to, we're actually going to end the go. No. We'll take this off. It's fine. We'll keep Fastball Special and draw up. So X-Men Instruction at least would get what's it called back into our deck, but I don't know at this point if it matters. I mean, it does matter. We need to do that. So, okay. 2 threat gets added here. 1 threat gets added here. He attacks us for 3. We're going to take the hit, so it's going to be 3, 4, 5 damage. And then our second encounter card, so encounter card number 1 is a Hydra Regular, Insight 1, that gets added here. And then we get Death Factor attached to our identity. So we're going to have to clear that. We'll flip down anyway. So we're going to heal 2. We'll discard I've got better for clear the area. Clear that off to draw a card. Okay, there's X-Mansion. Okay, this actually might work out well. Although I don't have a way to play X-Mansion. We'll have her take him out. We'll beat cop that off. We'll flip. We'll do a recovery, which will clear this. We will do X-Men Instruction to shuffle in 2 X-Men characters. We're just going to shuffle in Colossus. And we're actually going to end our turn. I'm going to discard X-Mansion and Power of Justice, keep Fastball Special. And there's Colossus back. Great. Okay, so we're back at it. Okay. 2 threat, 1 threat, he schemes but can't. Encounter card, Hydra regular, Insight 1. Okay, we're good. We should be good now. We should be totally good. Okay. First things first. We'll beat cop that. We're going to flip. Alright, how do we want to do this? I'm going to have Wolverine attack him and clear that. He takes 3 damage, leaving him at 2. Here we go. We will discard this, and this for Colossus. Colossus comes out with a tough. And then we're going to discard Slice for Fastball Special. Total attack is 6 because of Adamantium Claws. So 6 damage to him, defeats him, 4 overkills, takes him out, he's gone. Alright. I was a little worried at first. That's the hard thing with this setup, is that you just have... There's just like... You just have to get this out. Now, I probably could have picked something else, but I haven't fought Unus too much, so I wanted to bring Unus out. But lining that Fastball Special up is hard. Now, if you're playing with multiplayer, it's easier because you can have Colossus and Wolverine just be out there, and then just when these... And you have 2... Each player can bring one of these up. So it makes it infinitely easier in multiplayer because you have one of these in each deck. And honestly, I don't know... It just says 1 per deck. Team up with Colossus Wolverine. Hero action, deal X damage to an enemy. I don't know what team up cards, if it has to be the person with the thing. But the other option I thought about doing would be run Cyclops. This isn't just for this setup, but do Cyclops and then bring in all the different allies and then use all the team up cards for X-Men, because you could, theoretically, with Cyclops. Because I think as long as... Unless I'm wrong about the team up piece. Because if team up needs one of them to be the hero, then it doesn't work with the suggestions I laid out. I guess I don't remember. Oh, team up must choose one of the identities. Additionally, a card with team up cannot be played unless both characters are in play. Okay, so I'll put that in the description, but my third position, you have to, one of the identities has to be that character, so you only can do this with Colossus or Wolverine, so those are your only 2 options. So you could do it either way. I think Wolverine's easier than doing it with Colossus because Colossus is locked into aggression where Wolverine can be any aspect. So anyway, that's going to be it. As usual, the deck description is going to, or the deck's going to be down below. There are some things we could have made differently, like Stealth Strike probably wasn't as necessary, maybe 3 copies to clear the area. I was just like, so much threat gets put on here that I was trying to just take the threat. But like Beat Cop really dealt with that, especially at the point when having all 3 of them out. But once Beat Cop is out, the Power of Justice cards kind of become irrelevant. Because I think Dowser's the only other thing that cares about. Yeah, Dowser's the only other thing. So it doesn't... Oh, and I guess this, but this out too. Once that stuff's out, that would be maybe something I would take out of this deck. I don't know. So I don't really know what I would make difference and changes there, but that's it. That's gonna be it. I'll catch you guys next week for the third weekly the one shot for the 3rd week, and we'll go from there. So thank you guys so much. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye bye.